out of here. Bro, do not ruin this for us, bro. Do not ruin this for us, bro. Please.
Yes.
We out here chasing dreams, trying to catch them like receivers. Heavy on the grind, trying to turn you to believers. Yeah, we see you hating from the bleachers. Coming with the gas, hot and ready, little Caesars.
Ladies,
Speaking
and
of truth, all in the
gentlemen,
booth. It ain't no secret that I got the
boys
juice.
and
I got the
girls,
moves, watching my
lady boys and man ladies
I was trying
all
to say
around the
about
world.
yes, like Jay-Z. Yes.
Aliens. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Everyone that's here, welcome to another episode of Above the Multiverse.
We here.
Guys, you guys showed out last episode.
We appreciate that, man.
Seriously. Our last 6 episodes got less than 100 views, and then for whatever reason, I think it's Jamie Lee Curtis's titties.
It was definitely Jamie Lee Curtis's boobies, bro.
Yeah, you guys showed out for our last podcast, so thank you guys first and foremost for showing out for our last podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked it. Thanks for subscribing. If you guys are new here, I'm Adrian Blest. That's
Avery Harden.
Harden right there.
Sorry, guys. My little sister's calling me, so I just texted her and told her that
we're rappers, we're movie fans, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. All right.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Big things that we're gonna talk about today. This is how I'm gonna structure the podcast. All right. This is gonna be our thing. All right. We're gonna talk about the past week, what happened last week, things that happened, big stories that we're gonna talk about today. Obviously, Peacemaker, episode 1 of season 2. That's our number one priority. This is a Marvel podcast, a DC podcast. At the end of the day, that's our bread and butter. Peacemaker season 2, episode 1.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. All right. We're also gonna talk about Rampage Jackson's son, Raja.
Yeah.
That's some wild ass shit. If you guys haven't seen it, we're gonna talk about it. I probably will show the video because clicks. Views.
Can you show the video?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, so maybe that's just like
I've seen a lot of people post it and show it. So I think we can show the video.
Yeah, that video.
So we're gonna talk about that. We're also gonna talk about. I went to go see Weapons this weekend.
Okay.
And you already saw the breakdown, so we're gonna talk about Weapons.
Yeah.
Okay. We're also gonna talk about. We're gonna break it up like this. We're gonna break it up in past. We're gonna start with the past stuff that happened that we saw that happened this week. We're gonna do a future segment, right? Future stuff that's coming up.
Yeah.
Next week, what we're looking forward to, and then in the middle we have a new segment. All right, guys. It's gonna be our Fave 5, top 5, Fave 5. All right. Top Fave 5. I don't know what it's called yet, but I've seen a lot of people do this where they do their Mount Rushmore of something, or their top 5 of something.
Yeah.
We're not doing top 5. We're doing Fave 5. All right.
Fave 5. I
so
like
this
that.
is it's not top 5. It's not top 5 best. It's our individual top 5 favorite of something.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Today's thing in honor of Peacemaker, we're gonna do our top 5 favorite anti-heroes. Okay. So look out for that segment. That's gonna be later on in this episode. I got a good list. I think I'm pretty set with this. Avery got a good list from what he's told me, but he said he got a 3 solid, and you got 2 more to work on.
Yeah.
But I also gave this to him this morning. So don't next week, I just sprung this segment on Avery this morning. I was like, hey, when we come to do the podcast today, have your top 5 favorite anti-heroes. And he's like, all right, cool, let's do it. But I know I was like, you're going to have to think about it all day, dude. Yeah. It took me a long time to think about it.
I mean, right away, I have my 3.
You had your 3
I have
already?
my 3 right away. And then now I'm trying to figure out who else. Because my 3 is for Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a diverse list. I think. So it's going to be interesting, but we'll get to that. First and foremost, I think we should let's talk about Peacemaker, because I think Peacemaker is that's our bread and butter, right? We are a Marvel podcast at the end of the day. We are a DC podcast at the end of the day. We are a superhero podcast, TV show, movie podcast at the end of the day, all right? So, brought to you by Liquid Death, which we're not sponsored by yet, but we will be.
We will be. Cheers, my dog.
Cheers.
You didn't even open it up, dog. You gotta get that first taste. Fresh cold water, my dude.
Cold water, dude. It's fucking
fresh
amazing.
Cold water, my dude.
So, Peacemaker, guys.
It's great.
Peacemaker season 2 came out. Dude.
It's great. It was great.
It's fucking great.
It's
already
I think they're
starting
doing,
off with a bang.
Yeah.
Let's
I think
go.
I think they do a really good job of luring us in. I went in thinking okay, how could they top the last season? And then we seen the trailers, but where's it gonna go with where's it gonna go with that and multiverse and man, I'm thinking of that and then when you're in it, it's oh, okay, this is where we're going. I love me personally, I love the fact that everything is going to crap in his world. And then he finds another world where everybody loves
perfect.
him.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah,
and his brother's still alive. His dad is alive.
And even his girl. Yeah, his girl, the girl like he loves in his generation, in his universe, in his own universe, the girl that he likes hates him, or not hates him, but she's not.
She's like. She got diagnosed with
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
So she's she's not basically she's not for him. And the girl he wants adores him in this new universe, and then he freaking kills himself. So he's like, I know where they're gonna go. I know that he's gonna play both of the universes, which I think is a really cool concept.
Yeah, I think it's a great concept.
I think that's dope. And I had a good time, man. Like I didn't know what to expect. Like I said, like the multiverse thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love Marvel, but I'm kind of over it. So when it was brought to DCU and you start to see like him in the trailer, you're like, oh my god, like what is happening? Yeah. But then the episode reveals itself and it's like, all right, this is cool. This is cool.
What I will say that I watched. So I recently watched Peacemaker season 1 last week. I watched the whole season again, and it flows so authentically. Season 1, like the characters, everyone makes sense and everyone flows really well. Watching Peacemaker season 2 episode 1. It felt like they took 3 years off. And to me personally, I watched it and I was like, the lines kind of feel a little bit forced. It's not as casual. It's not as easy as it was. But I feel like as we go through the season, things will get better. But it feels, for me, the first episode, I was like, oh, okay, like the lines feel a little forced. The interactions feel a little forced. Adebayo, Amanda Waller's son, our daughter, she's like funny, but she's like you could tell she lost some weight. Yeah. She's like she looks good. Like she was kind of a little like not off, but like something felt a little weird where I was like, okay, they've had a successful season and they're coming back after 2 years and doing this again, and it felt like a little like the lines were kind of off, but the storyline was still good, like for me at least. Like I was still interested in it. I watched it twice and I watched the breakdown and I was just like, okay, I get it. It's cool. I think I'm excited to see where the season goes. Mm-hmm. But the first episode did seem kind of like, it seems a little forced. I don't know. Yeah. Like it seems like a little weird. But I love the Justice Gang.
I see what you're saying. I get it.
But like when they're in the car, when he first gets in the car and he's talking to her, like he's not as funny as he is normally. He's not as like as dumb as he is normally. He's like almost like a little smarter than like, you know what I mean? Like it's it's kind of weird. Like the lines are a little like, come on, man, you know me. I'm hardcore. Yeah. Like all stuff. And it was like funny, but it wasn't like as natural as it felt in the first season.
Yeah.
You know, it seemed a little like, okay, I know that these guys have been acting for a while. They know each other. I don't know. It kind of felt a little weird, but I think that's just like the first episode. We need to get past this, and then as things start flowing, things will get better.
Yeah. We literally talked about this in the last episode. It's like a lot of times we don't appreciate it now.
Yeah.
But maybe
when we go back and watch it.
Yeah, once the story ends, it's like, all right, like I understood why they were kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. It was a little funky at the beginning.
Yeah, that's the thing that we said this on the last episode if you guys watched it, which apparently 500 people watched it. So I hope you guys watched it.
That's dope. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. I think like you watch something and you're like, in the moment, you're like so taken by it. You're like trying to figure out what's going on, what's going to happen. You're like so in the moment of it. You can't really like think about anything else. But then when you go back and watch it again, you're like, oh, okay, I see where they're at. I see this, blah, blah. Same thing with, I'll talk about this later, but Barbarian, which is the same writer of Weapons. Mm-hmm. I'll talk about that. I will get into that later. But yeah, it's like that same thing where it's like you go back and watch a movie and you're like, oh, I already know what kind of happens. So like you're not as scared. You're not as like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched Barbarians again last night, which was Barbarian is like a crazy ass movie.
It's so crazy.
It's the same writer and director who wrote Weapons and directed Weapons.
And what is this like a
It's a horror movie. Show? It's a horror movie, but it's like
a killing one, or like what is it like?
It's
psychological.
I'll say this. We're gonna get into Weapons right now in a little bit, but I'll say this about Weapons and I'll say this about Barbarian. You keep thinking that it's gonna be something, and it's not what you would ever think, right? So like, I think you go into Weapons. If you guys know what Weapons is, it's like the #1 movie right now. It's like a horror movie. It's like #1 in box office right now. But you go into it, you're thinking, is it going to be like demons? Is it going to be like aliens? Is it going to be like blah, blah, blah? And you already know what it is because you watched the breakdown. But you keep thinking, like, what is it going to be? But then when you find out what it is, you're like, oh, I would have never thought that that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Barbarian's the same way. It's like it plays out in this weird way where you're like, oh, is it a ghost? Oh, is he going to murder her? Oh, is he like the killer? Blah, blah, blah. But then when it plays out, you're like, what the fuck was that? I did not expect that at all. Yeah. And it's like completely weird and like just crazy.
I mean, that's the same thing with Get Out. Like, shout out to Get Out. Like, when I first seen Get Out, I was like,
I think of Get Out a lot.
I watched Get Out and I was like,
you're trying to figure out what it is.
Like, are they about to kill this nigga?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? But then
that.
I mean, everybody's watched Get Out, so this is not a spoiler. You better have watched Get Out. But I was like, freaking 10 years ago. Yeah. But you watch Get Out and like you're watching it and like it's a lot of racism things that are happening and you're like, oh yeah, they're gonna kill this nigga. Like, there's no way. And then you realize that the daughter's in on it the whole time, and then you also realize like they're trying to take white people and put them in black people's bodies. Like, I didn't, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. The people are, oh, I knew that. No, that was like the craziest twist of all time, bro. You didn't think that they were taking the white people that were dying and putting them in black people. That twist is absolutely insane. Like, to this day, bro, that's like the craziest twist I've ever seen.
And I always say this about Get Out is like, Get Out was the first movie that I ever saw that I watched it one time and had one experience, and then I watched it the second time and had a complete different experience. Where it's like, oh, that was there the whole time. I didn't see it. And now I did the same thing with Barbarian after I watched Weapon, because I watched Barbarian and I didn't know what the fuck was happening, and it threw me completely off. And then I watched it and I was like, that was fucking crazy. And then after I watched it, I wanted to watch Weapons. We watched Weapons on Friday night, and I was like, that's not what I thought was going to happen at all, and blah, 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 whatever happened. And then I went back to watch Barbarians again, and I was like, I already knew what was going on, so I wasn't as scared. Yeah. But I was like, oh, everything's there the whole time. It's all there, right? It's the same thing with, like, Get Out, where it's like everything was there. Like, when she's eating she's eating, I think, like Fruit Loops or something, and she's like picking out just like the white ones. She's picking out the colored ones, you know, like all the little things, like so all that stuff, like that stuff. It's all there the whole time. So, but anyways, yes. So to get back into what we were talking about originally, right? Peacemaker, I think did a great job for the season 1. I kind of threw me off. I kind of was like, okay, I think I'm still I was like buying into John. You have to realize too is like John Cena is very active right now. He's in his like retirement era of he's on his last run of the WWE. It's like this weird thing where he's like, we know he's retiring. He went heel for a little while.
Which is crazy though, because it's like somebody who doesn't know about the WWE right now, John Cena has had like 10 last fights. And I'm like, all right, so when is it gonna happen?
He announced like his last date. So like this is like
that's what I'm saying, bro. I've heard that he's done like 30 times.
Well, this is his last year. He's doing a year run, and then after this he's done. Like after he has his merch, it says after this you can't see me. Okay. Right? So like stuff like that. It's like so, you know what I mean. So like he's on his like retirement tour, which is cool. Like I think is dope, and he's gonna kill it regardless. But so it's weird seeing like John Cena on like WWE, and then also seeing him on like Jimmy Fallon, and then now watching Peacemaker, and I'm like, and then after watching season 1 of Peacemaker, I think it was so shocking and so unexpected. Now I kind of know what to expect of Peacemaker, and like I've seen his character grow all through season 1 from like the beginning to like the end of Peacemaker 1. Yeah, season 1. You know, he's like grown a lot, right? So it's like weird to see him like this.
You know what happened with Sinners? That I thought was really cool, and it was subtle. We didn't really understand it. Well, I didn't really understand it until the movie came out. When Sinners was dropping, the press run, all you seen was Ryan Coogler, and it was a breath. People were kind of weird, like, wait, why is Michael B. Jordan like Like, I think he did a few things, but Ryan Coogler was everywhere.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler was hyping up the movie, Like, he was kind of doing the
press for Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then once you watch Sinners, you appreciated Michael B. Jordan more for some reason. So maybe that's what you're feeling right now, is that you've seen Peacemaker so much, you're kind of like, not Peacemaker. You've seen John Cena so much, you're like, like me not seeing Michael B. Jordan so much with Sinners, I don't know, because he played two
roles. Yeah, so it's like you need to buy into those two roles.
Yeah.
And so I'm buying into John Cena.
Honestly, John Cena about to play two roles right now. He's not about to, he's about to play one, but
he is. Well, he's playing two, kind of.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. Maybe that's what you're feeling, but like.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
I realized that when Sinners came out, now it made me appreciate Michael B. Jordan's performance more.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that a lot. But yeah,
shout out to Michael B. Jordan, because Gerard does not like Michael B. Jordan for some reason. Like he says Michael B. Jordan's corny. Well, I think Michael B. Jordan's cold. Like he's a good actor.
Especially in Sinners.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Peacemaker. Like, okay, so let's talk about the episode real quick. Right, he's like trying to be a hero now. After season 1, he's like, he saved the world. He's trying to be a hero now. He wants to. It's kind of very Deadpool-ish, where Deadpool's like, I want to be an Avenger. Like, Peacemaker wants to be in the Justice Gang, right? And that whole scene where he goes to audition for the Justice Gang was really funny. Where Seth Gunn, which is awesome, is like something Lord. I forgot his name. And then we get Green Lantern and Hawk Girl again, and they're talking about their ass and farting and popcorn and all this shit. And John Cena hears it all, and then he's like, all right, I'm going to be Peacemaker. And anyways, he goes on a fucking in the very beginning of the episode, he goes into his like closet where he finds the thing. He opens up that world, right? The universal thing, whatever.
Yeah, for Eagly.
For Eagly to fly around. And Eagly ends up finding another Peacemaker, basically. And he goes inside. He sees his dad still alive, and he freaks out, and he goes back to his own time. But then eventually he goes back. He has that, after he gets denied by the Justice Gang.
And
he has a fucking... And his girl.
Everything's going to crap.
Yeah, everything's going to crap in his own world. He's like, there's this perfect world where I'm like a hero, and I'm with my dad and my brother, and everything's perfect over there. Let me go back over there. And he does, after, mind you, an orgy sex party where they were like legit having sex in that fucking like scene. That was crazy, dude.
That was
so many dicks, so much titties, so much pussy. Like it was wild.
They were on their The Boys with that one.
Yeah, it was very much a Herogasm episode, which was crazier than Herogasm, which is insane because Herogasm was one of the craziest episodes of The Boys I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were smashing it.
But they were like, really into it. Which is funny because I saw someone, you know how James Gunn always answers tweets?
Yeah.
Someone was like, how do you make Superman who's like for kids and like all this stuff, and then you make Peacemaker, blah blah, and he's like, first off, it's for two different audiences, so don't get it confused, all right? Which I love James Gunn for that, because he's like, okay, yeah, Superman was for like families, Peacemaker is for like
adults,
21 and up. You know what I mean? Like it's not for your average viewer. So I think they did a good job. But basically, Peacemaker, he's like, fuck this, I hate my life. I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do drugs, I'm gonna do everything. He pulls out a bunch of coke, and he's like, in case of emergency, he does a bunch of coke, and basically invites everyone over to have a sex party at his house. And then he goes into his unfolding closet thing, and he goes into the old world. He starts looking around at the alternate Peacemaker, and then the alternate Peacemaker is like, what are you doing in my house, blah, 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 tries to fight him. They fight, which that scene was amazing. John Cena talked about it on an interview with Jimmy Fallon. He said it took 3 days to film that scene.
Dang.
And I watched it behind the scenes of them filming it, and it was actually pretty cool, like seeing him like with his body double, like filming all those scenes and those shots. It was pretty cool. Just like little things, like where it's like the way he grabs him, and like the way his leg, like he has his left leg planted. And he's like, actually, I think I should have my right leg planted. I can grab him better. Like little things like that. That took him 3 days to film, right? So they filmed that scene. In that scene, John Cena, Peacemaker, finds the alternate Peacemaker. They fight, and dude, the episode ends with him killing the nice Peacemaker, the good Peacemaker. Yeah. He ends up killing the Peacemaker, which was a crazy twist already. Like, I did not expect that. I didn't expect that either. That was like a big, like first episode, you're like, okay, he's going to go over there. He's going to see the other Peacemaker. Maybe he, like, starts trying to, like, become, like, play the alternate role. But no, straight up first episode, he kills the other Peacemaker, which was crazy.
I thought it was gonna I thought they were gonna do like some Freaky Friday where they're
I thought they were gonna switch or something like
You know what I mean? I'm sick of my dad. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. Like I thought that was gonna, but then.
But no, he just kills him. He kills the alternate version.
Which is a brilliant, like I think a brilliant. What they call it? A cliffhanger.
Yeah.
To get to the next episode. So it's like now I'm really interested. Like I watched. Honestly, I watched this and I was like, okay, I'm in it. Like I'm vibing, whatever. Like, and then it didn't get interested until the other Peacemaker showed up, and I was like, oh, okay, now I'm really.
Which, by the way, his moves, like where he was like, he deployed the like spinning like
the stars.
Yeah, the stars. Yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah. That was so dope. Like his helmets, like the things that you could tell he's like a well trained, because you think about it in the alternate dimension. He's friends with his dad. He's cool with his dad. His dad's not a racist piece of shit.
His dad's not racist
so,
in this one?
I mean, in the alternate dimension, it seems like he's a nice guy.
I mean, racists are nice people.
You know what I mean? Sometimes, yeah.
Racists are closeted racists sometimes.
So, maybe racists
are closeted people, man. So
maybe.
But I mean, he could be cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it seemed like. But because he's close with his dad's making him, and he knows how to use his helmets, right? Whereas opposed to like the Peacemaker that we know, his dad is like, I made this shit, but I don't even want you to have it. So he doesn't know how to use it. Like when in the first episode of Peacemaker, he uses the helmet where it's like the shockwave thing, he blows up that girl. He doesn't even know how to use it. Yeah. He's just doing it, right? So it's like this Peacemaker seems like he really is equipped with his helmets and knows what to do with them, and he's a lot more better versed and trained. But somehow our Peacemaker still ends up killing that Peacemaker. So now he's going to go back into that world. You know?
He knows how, like, he's... I want to give our Peacemaker some grace, man. Because he realized the guy's flying, whatever. She's like, all right, get off me, and then hits him with the flying thing. So, like, he studies. Like, he's not a complete idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's not a complete idiot. He still knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But he ends up killing the alternate Peacemaker, which was one of the craziest things. He pushes him up into the roof and stabs him, and then he dies in front of him.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
So now we're left in this dilemma where it's like we got a good cliffhanger where it's like, okay, Peacemaker just killed the alternate version of himself in this perfect world. Does he go and live in that perfect world and take the persona of him, but he still has to live in his own world, or does he how does he balance that? So that's the question that we're left off with for this season. It's a great start to this season.
Which my theory is he's gonna go and try to live in the perfect world, and it's not gonna be
as perfect as he thinks.
Yeah, and they're gonna somebody's gonna end up finding out, and he's gonna have to fight the people in his world, and that's what I think. That's what I think is gonna happen. But
he ends up killing his dad again. He ends up killing his brother.
Yeah, he's gonna end up. He realized they're racist.
Yeah, he's gonna end up having to kill them. He's gonna
his girl
as much as he thinks it's perfect.
His girl's probably smashing his brother.
Yeah, he's gonna think it's perfect, but it's not gonna be perfect. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I heard that. So from my sources, I heard that the last 3 episodes of Peacemaker feels like a complete different season. So we'll see what happens.
What do they mean by that?
I don't know what they mean by that. I think what they mean by that is that he goes and he tries to live with them or something, and I think he ends up going over there, and that's where we get our Superman. That's where we get our Mr. Terrific. That's where we get everything. But I don't know. Maybe he brings some of those people. I don't know. What's gonna happen.
Because they're here. They're in
our world. Yeah. In our.
So maybe
Peacemaker
what
world.
would be cool? I think would be really cool if we go over there and all of the superheroes are different.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. Like if we get a Spider-Man, if we get a Spider-Man, if we get a Superman in that world,
if we get a David Cornsweet who's like an asshole,
that'd be
sick. Because we talked about this before. Like David Cornsweet's not an easy get for James Gunn to put in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Like why wouldn't he put David Cornsweet in Peacemaker? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Like, and what if he was an asshole? That'd be sick, dude. We would love that. Like, that'd be a great thing. So we'll see how this plays out. But I'm super, super excited for Peacemaker season 2. So far, first episode, Good shit, dude. I really loved it.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It was like a ride where I was like, okay, we're getting back into it. We'll see how it goes, but it seems to be good. So I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens. But that's that, all right?
Yeah.
So Peacemaker season 1, or season 2, episode 1.
Well, we got it for what? They're gonna probably have
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
At least 8 weeks of Peacemaker. So every week we'll be talking about Peacemaker, guys. If you guys are watching it with us, watch it with us. If you're not, catch up, watch it with us. All right?
Yeah, for sure. Nah,
so let's talk about Weapons, because if you guys haven't seen Weapons right now, Weapons is the #1 movie out right now for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to spoil everything right now, so if you want to skip ahead. Avery's definitely not going to watch this movie, and he already watched the breakdown, so I'm going to talk about it and spoil it, okay?
I just wanted to see what it was about, honestly.
Okay,
which is, it's a crazy movie. It's a crazy movie.
Okay. Weapons. All right, spoilers, starting now. Boom, go. Okay, all right. So, I wanted to see Weapons really bad because I watched Barbarian. So, everyone was talking about this movie, Barbarian. And everyone's like, you got to watch this movie, So, if you guys don't know, I don't know if you guys ever watched, back in the day, there was this group called The Whitest Kids You've Ever Known. They were like in the early 2000s. They were like a sketch group. Those guys made a bunch of sketches. One of those guys branched out and he started writing movies, horror movies, and directing.
Oh, all right? Yeah. I think New Rockstars talked about this a little bit.
He wrote Barbarian and directed Barbarian, okay? When people talked about Barbarian, I kept hearing people telling me, like, 2-3 years ago, people were like, watch Barbarian. I was like, all right, let me watch it. So me and Kat watched it, me and my girl. We watched it, and I had no idea what I was getting into. I had no idea what it was about. I didn't know if it was going to be a ghost. I didn't know if it was going to be murder. I didn't know what it was.
Did you know it was a scary movie?
I knew it was a scary movie. So we watched it. It ended up being the craziest movie I've ever seen as far as horror movies, right? So I'm gonna spoil it because I know you're not gonna care about it. I know you're not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
So Barbarian is basically this girl shows up at a house. She gets an Airbnb. She shows up.
I think I heard about this.
She shows up at the Airbnb,
and then she like.
And there's a guy there. There's a guy there at the Airbnb. They both booked it at the same time. And the guy is Pennywise, who is it from? It's what's his name?
The clown.
We know his name though. Fuck.
Oh, it's not actually Pennywise.
It's the guy. It's the actor.
It's the actor. Okay.
I was gonna say, it's the guy. It's the actor who plays Pennywise.
Okay.
Who's a good actor?
I don't know.
He's a great actor.
I don't know his name. I know.
Fuck, I know his name, but I forgot it.
Look it up. What's his name? Pennywise.
Pennywise. Who plays Pennywise? Because he's a great actor and he has a brother. They're both good.
Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, dude. So Bill Skarsgård is the other guy who's there. So already you're like going into it, like me not knowing what the fuck the movie's about. She shows up at the house and Bill Skarsgård's open the doors and I'm like, okay, he's gonna kill her. He's gonna rape her. It's gonna be like one of those type of movies where he kills her. Well, the movie plays out. They're both staying at this house.
Honestly, though, before he continues, I think I seen this in theaters and was like, why? Why would you go there?
No.
Like that's like you ever see?
I watched this on Netflix.
You ever see Scary Movie?
Yeah.
You ever see Scary Movie? It's like where the Regina Hall's like,
bitch, don't go there. Like, yeah.
Oh no, Malibu's just funny. He's like, don't go there. He gonna kill you. Like that's how I thought when I saw the trailer. Like, what are you doing, you idiot?
A lot of the movie is very much like it pisses me off because I'm like, why would you go down there? Stop. Like, why would you keep going? Like, okay, so that the movie is like they both get an Airbnb. She decides to stay at the house with him, and you keep thinking the whole like first half of the movie is you're thinking like, oh, he's gonna kill her, he's gonna do something, he's gonna rape her, blah, blah. So they keep like playing this thing where it's like, oh, like he's like, you sleep in the bedroom, I'll sleep outside in the living room, it's fine, blah blah. So she sleeps, but then she wakes up in the middle of the night, her door's open, and she's like, did you open my door? And he's like, no, I didn't fucking open your door. What are you talking about? So like you keep thinking like he's the villain, right? But then he leaves to go do something, and she's exploring. She goes to the basement, and when she's in the basement,
he gonna kill you.
She sees a rope, and she pulls the rope, and a door opens to the basement.
Oh my god!
And it's like a fucking hallway,
idiot,
that goes in underneath the ground into the floor.
And there's
a basement.
Going.
She goes down into there. Yeah, exactly.
She's white. She's white.
Well, she's locked in the basement, so she's like, maybe it's in a way out. She's also black.
Is she black?
Yeah.
Oh hell
no! But she's light skinned black. She looks like Lacey, kind of.
Okay.
We're gonna cut that line out.
Yeah, cut that out.
Well, she looks like Lacey.
Okay.
Very much, a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's like half black, half white. She goes, she goes, and she like walks in, and she sees down the hallway It's a room with a bed that's full of blood and a camera set up and a bucket. So like it's like a rape room basically.
Oh damn.
A grape room for YouTube. All right. So
we're far past.
She sees that and she freaks out and she's like, "Oh my God, get me out!" Blah blah blah. She freaks out and then she's like, "We gotta leave." She tells Bill Skarsgård and she's like, "We gotta leave. We gotta leave." She's freaking out, crying. She's like, "We gotta leave. I just found this room." And he's like, I get what you're saying, but I need to see it for myself. I don't believe you. Like, I just need to see it for myself.
See what I'm saying,
so
man?
It's still making you think that he's, like, luring her into this, right?
Okay.
So then he's like, okay, please just stay here at the house. I'm going to go check it out. Just stay here at the house, okay? So he goes down to the basement to go check it out. And then he gets quiet. And she's like, hello? Keith? And he's not answering. So she keeps going farther down. Yeah, I know. It pisses me off, dude. It pisses me off. And she's like, Keith, please answer me. Like, you know, she keeps going down further. And it turns out that at the end of the hallway, it's like a door. It seems like it's just a room.
There's a thing that she keep going.
There's another door that opens up and it goes even further down into the fucking earth, right?
Okay.
So there's stairs that goes down. She's like, fuck. So she opens it up. She's like, Keith, please. And then you hear him. He's like, help. So you're like, fuck, is he luring her in even further into this thing? So she goes down further. And she's like crying. She's like, Keith, please just come out. Let's leave. And she goes down there and then she sees him and he's like, shh. There's someone else in here with us. And she's like, let's go. And he's like, no, we can't go that way. There's someone back there. And she's like, no, let's fucking leave, blah, blah. Anyways, it turns out, I'm going to spoil it, super spoilers. It turns out that it's a giant mutated woman who is like 7 feet tall, who has like no clothes on. She has fucking hanging ass titties and she's like mutated and she's like, rah, and she has like stringy hair and she's like, rah, and she freaks out and she shows up and she smashes Bill Skarsgård's head into the wall and smashes his head into the wall. And then boom, it cuts and then it cuts to another scene of another. It's like you think it's another movie at this point. You're like, what the fuck just happened? Like the whole thing played out where they're at the Airbnb. You keep thinking Bill Skarsgård's the villain, and then she finds the basement. She goes down. She tells him like, we gotta leave, and he's like, no, let's go check it out. He goes down there. He disappears. She goes down to check him out, and then he gets killed by this like crazy ass like mutated woman, right? And then it cuts, and then it's like it's Jason Bigg from American Pie or whatever. I don't know where he's from. He's from a bunch of movies. Jason Bigg.
I think I know who that is.
Yeah. Anyways, or not Jason Bigg. I forgot his name. Jason Long. And his whole storyline is like he was like an actor. He's like selling the show to Hollywood, and he gets Me Too'd, and he's like, fuck, like he's basically getting canceled. And so he's like, I gotta sell my property to like go. And it turns out the property that he owns is the Airbnb that they're staying at. So he goes to the Airbnb. And it's really funny, honestly. It's a great fucking movie, dude. And he goes to the Airbnb. He sees the basement, and he, like, sees their clothes and all their luggage and stuff. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, someone's staying in my place. He goes down there. He, like, starts checking it out. And he, like, he's an asshole. So he sees that there's an extra room. And he's like, this is extra square footage on my place. So he's like, how much can I sell my place now that has extra square footage? There's an extra basement, all this stuff. So he goes down there.
Is he with anybody or is he just by
himself? He's by himself.
Oh, okay.
And then and he ends up going down there, and what happens is he ends up getting the crazy mutated woman ends up grabbing him. So the story ends up thinking, like, you keep thinking it's gonna be ghosts, it's gonna be murder, it's gonna be this, blah blah. It ends up being that basically back in the 50s, back in Detroit when Detroit was in its prime, there was families living in Detroit, like your 1950s white all-American families. Okay. Detroit went to shit. All the businesses collapsed. This guy decided to stay there, but he would lure women back to his house and he would rape them, and then he would have sex with the babies, and he would have sex with the kids, and he would like it was like super incest. What the hell? He was like keeping women and like trapping them and like having sex with them and then having sex with their kids, and then like so it was like super. So this evil woman that you see, that's like this mutated woman that killed the Bill Skarsgård. She's like a mutated, like inbred woman who is super dumb, and she's just like she wants a baby. Like she only knows, she has a videotape that is like of how to be a mom, and she is basically trying to have babies. So Jason Long, it's Jason Long's story, and he ends up getting trapped in the bottom. He goes down to the basement, and the woman captures him, and she throws him in a cage, and then in the cage is the original girl from the beginning of the movie, and then she's like, shh, 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 drink the bottle, and she's like, buh, 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 and she's like trying to feed Jason Long the bottle, and it has like hair on it and shit, and he's like, I'm not drinking that fucking shit, and she's like, drink the fucking bottle, like she thinks you're her baby. And so like the evil woman that's like in the tunnels is like, they call her Mother. Okay. And she's like a giant 7-foot woman that's like trying to like feed them and keep them as their babies.
How long is this movie?
2.5 hours.
Okay.
And it's fucking great. Okay, dude. So wait, it's so good, dude. It's so good.
How do we end?
So basically,
and why did she wait? Hold on. Why, did they explain why she killed Harry, whatever?
Bill Skarsgård.
And not
because he was freaking out, and she wants her babies to be her babies, and since he was like rebelling, she was like, "Oh, you're not my baby. I'm gonna kill you." So she killed him. But the girl, she pretended to be the baby, so she got taken care of by the mother, right?
Yeah.
So she protected her. So it ends up being like, right, so she throws him in a cage. So that's what I'm saying.
Was it called a Mother?
It's called Barbarian.
Barbarian.
So this movie, right, is like one of those movies where like you don't know what the fuck is going on, and then when you finally see it, you're like, okay, that's scary, but it's also not as scary. Yeah, that's Mother.
Yeah, that's freaking
Yeah, she's
crazy.
scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, she's scary as fuck. Yeah, she's scary as fuck.
Hey,
baby.
Yeah. Yeah,
I literally just watched it last night again, so it's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's scary as hell.
It's super scary, dude. It's so scary. But you keep. So here's the things, right? My girlfriend's little sister was over here, and she doesn't like scary movies, and we're like, just watch this movie with us. And she was like, I don't want to watch it. She kept getting scared, and she was like, I want to leave. And we're like, just watch it, because I know you think it's like ghosts, or you think it's demons, or you think it's murder and shit, but it's not what you think it is. It's like
cute.
It's different. It's something different. Trust me. It's whatever you think it is. It's not.
She doesn't look like that person you said earlier.
Mama. Yeah, the mama. Yeah, Mother.
No, this is.
Oh, she's the main actress.
Yeah, she doesn't look like that girl.
Like, she looks like half black in the movie. Go to a different picture.
No,
she does not like how she looks like in the movie. That's how she looks in that movie.
Oh yeah. She doesn't look like that girl though. That she said.
No, I know.
She's cute.
Anyways,
yeah.
Okay, so the movie basically goes, and it turns out that like basically that girl is the mother chick that's like killing them. Mm-hmm. She's a incel baby that is in there because the guy from the 1950s, he never left his house, and he kept breeding women in there, and he lives in a fucking tunnel at the very end of the tunnel.
Oh, so he's still there.
He's still there, and he's still alive, and he's like getting taken care of by that evil fucking chick, and she's just like an innocent, dumb like baby that wants to like be a mother, because she has one videotape that she's lived with for her whole life that she's like, all I know is I want to be a mother, and she wants to have babies, so she kidnaps people and makes them her babies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, not like any other scary movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So unique, so abstract, so different, and the storyline is so good. I think Barbarian is literally maybe one of the best scary movies I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, so it turns out at the very end, like, they escape, and then Jason Long ends up, like, they're like running away from the mother chick, and then she ends up killing everyone else, and then at the end it's just Jason Long and the black girl, and he sacrifices the black girl to get away from the mother chick, and the mother sacrifices herself to save the black chick because she thinks that's her baby.
Oh, damn.
So she goes and like kills herself to kill the baby, to save the baby.
On like what, fire or something?
They jump off a water tower. Like, it's like a whole thing. You have to watch it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, now that I've told you, like, it's not as scary as you think it is. You just have to watch it because the storyline is so good. So, like, she ends up saving her. She blah, blah, blah. She saves her, but then the girl, she kills the monster. And she kills her, and then
yeah, she just saved your life, fool.
Yeah, but like, she's fucking scary.
Yeah, no,
she's super scary, dude.
Yeah,
and the guy, it's like a whole thing. But basically, my point being, the whole reason I went on this whole rant, right, is that the same guy who made Barbarian, this crazy ass movie that makes no sense, that you would never even think, also made Weapons. Okay, he wrote Weapons. So Now, to get into spoilers for Weapons. Weapons is very similar to this thing. But I think Barbarian was much more of a fun story, and it was a better story than Weapons was. Weapons was cool, and it kept me on my fucking edge of my seat the whole time. But Weapons was very much like a serious movie. So Weapons, the whole plot of the movie is at 2:17, a classroom of kids all got up out of their beds and ran into the fucking darkness in a small little town at 2:17. Except for one kid.
And the way they ran,
except
bro,
for one kid.
it's freaking,
they all run like this.
Yeah,
with their arms back.
that joint is freaky,
which is scary.
Freaky, bro.
So the story takes place, which I loved Weapons in this sense because he did the same thing, right? Where in Barbarians, he told this whole storyline from the black girl's perspective. And then in the middle of the movie, he switched to Jason Long's perspective. Yeah. And he told it in two different perspectives.
Yeah.
In this movie,
I thought that was dope,
it was really great.
Because I didn't watch it, but I didn't watch it. But I'm watching the breakdown, and then Eric Voss is saying that it started with old girl from Fantastic Four, and then it did it from Josh Brolin.
Yep, exactly.
And then I thought that was cool. And then Wong, I think too.
Yep. So in this movie,
everybody.
It starts off with one perspective, the teacher, who is the girl from Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer. So it starts off with her story, and you hear things happening, and you see things happening, and then it switches to Josh Brolin's character, which is Thanos, right? So it switches to his character, and then you see the same events happening, but now from his perspective.
Yeah.
So, like, all the things that you're like, that was kind of creepy, that was weird, when you're seeing it from her perspective, now you're seeing it from his perspective, and you're like, oh, that's why that's happening, because he was the guy doing that. He was watching her the whole time. So now you see it from his perspective, but then it switches to, like, this drug dealer's perspective. Then it switches to Wong's perspective. So in this movie, it has like 5 different perspectives, which is really cool. And by the time you get to the last perspective, you figure out the whole movie, right? So, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you guys the whole movie. But basically, because I know Avery's not going to watch it, and he already watched Breakdown. But basically, it starts off with like, okay, why do these kids disappear? The teacher's trying to figure it out.
Everybody's mad at her.
Then it switches to the cop, or Josh Brolin, right? And he's the parent trying to figure everything out. And you see, like, he's been stalking her. He wrote witch on her car and all this stuff. Then it switches to the cop's perspective, and the cop ends up like arresting this drug dealer. He cheats on his wife with the teacher. It's a great storyline, dude. It's so fucking cool how they played out, and everything's so creepy. And they're all trying to figure out why these kids are missing. Then it gets to this drug dealer guy, and he breaks into their house, and he finds the parents sitting there like fucking like just dead, and then it turns out the storyline, like I said, you would have never guessed, right? But it turns out that the storyline is that this one kid in the classroom, his aunt came to visit, and she's a witch, and so she's a witch, and she's controlling the parents and sucking their life energy. And then the whole reason that the kids disappeared is because she told the kid, like, she basically like brainwashed the parents and like turned them into zombies to feed off their life force.
Yeah.
And she tells the kid, I need more power, I need more energy, I need you to get all the kids from your classroom, so bring one item from your whole classroom to me. And she controls all the kids, and she gets all the kids to leave their classroom and go into her basement so she can feed off their energy. And that's like the whole storyline. And then basically at the end of the movie, you find out that like the kid kind of was in on it in a sense, because the evil witch Aunt Gladys, who is fucking scary, she told him, like, there's a part where he's like trying to wake up his parents, and she's like, your parents listen to me, and like she's like, I can make them do whatever I want. And then she's like, and she like does something, and the parents grab a fork and they start stabbing themselves in the face, dude. It's crazy, dude. It's so scary. It's so scary. I was scared the whole time. Like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time in the movie.
See, and I'll be honest. I'll be so honest, bro. From both of these movies, honestly, they sound so good. But I just don't like that. Like I can't get down.
They're
with
so good, and the storytelling, the best part of the storytelling is not knowing what's going on. So me telling you guys is ruining it, which is fine, but not knowing what's going on is part of the story, right? So it's like you're trying to figure out like what's happening, but once you know what's happening, if I were to go back and watch Weapons, I'm like, oh, it's not as scary, because I know it's just some fucking old lady who's like doing tricks on everyone. But the whole time I'm like, is it aliens? Is it like a killer? Is it ghost? Is it a demon? Like, who knows what it is? But it ends up being.
I get that because that's how Nope was for me.
Yeah.
Like Nope
is like you're trying to figure. Nope is scary because you're like. And then, in the movie, right? We're watching Nope, and like the aliens were like, oh, it's aliens.
And now
it's aliens.
I know.
And then now we know what it is. It's not as scary the second time, right?
Yeah.
But you're like more interested because you're like, oh, it was all happening the whole time. You see the thing in the sky, right? It's very much like that.
I feel like that's how it's gonna be for him.
Yeah, I think Him is going to be like a great movie. I think Him's going to be might be the movie of the year. Me and Kat were talking about last night. We're like, Him is like that movie that is maybe movie of the year.
Yeah, and I think it's going to have like a I think we're getting pump faked with him.
So
too.
big thing to connect him with weapons. Jordan Peele loved the script for Weapons. He actually bid on the script for Weapons. He wanted to direct Weapons and he wanted to have it on his production.
Oh, really?
On Monkey Paw Productions.
Why didn't he do that?
So, apparently, his managers were bidding for Weapons to get the script for Weapons, and they lost the bid to another company, to a MGM or so, I forgot what company ended up buying it, buying the rights to Weapons.
Okay.
And Jordan Peele actually fired his managers of 18 years because they didn't get that script for Weapons.
Dang.
So basically, he was like, I want you guys to get this script. I want it bad. Win that bet for me. I don't care how much it costs. Win the fucking bid. And they lost the bid, and he fired his managers of 18 years.
I wonder how they lost. If your boss is saying, hey, I don't care how much it costs, like you should have won.
Yeah, win. So here's the thing. One of his managers worked for the other company as well. So I think what happened was his manager let the other company win the bet because he still got paid for it regardless. And Jordan Peele saw that and he was like, "You're shady," and he fired them.
Dang.
So he fired his managers of 18 years.
Dang.
So that's how good Weapons is. That Jordan Peele really wanted it. Dude, wanted it that bad that he was like, at any cost, win this fucking movie for me. Lost the movie and fired his managers. So it all ties in together with what we're talking about. But basically, Weapons was really fucking good. I liked it a lot. It was scary. My girlfriend was like, Aunt Gladys wasn't that scary. I wasn't that scared. Once I figured out it was a witch, I didn't care. And I get that.
She was probably on the edge of her seat the whole time.
I think because I was so scared, she told me, she's like, because we went to go see it with her and her little sister, and me and her little sister, Karen, were there. We were both so scared that Kat was like, I felt like I had to be brave for you guys. Because I was scared. Because like things would happen and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like that's weird. Don't do that shit. Like there's a part in the movie where like the drug dealer dude or the druggie dude, he's like, he goes to the house and he looks in the window and he sees just the two parents just sitting there like this. And when that happened, like that scene happened, I was like, what the fuck? Like I was scared, dude. And Cal was like, calm down. But I was scared, dude. I was super scared because I didn't know what the fuck was happening during this movie. I was trying to figure it out.
I can't do it, man. I'm too scared.
So yes,
even like going to see like Get Out, even going to see like Nope, like I'm like on the edge, like edge
of my seat. Yeah,
I'm like
Nope was one of those ones that I felt like I didn't know what I was
on the edge. Into, so like I already know because it's Jordan Peele. I have to go see it. So I already know that this movie, him's gonna be very scary, and I have a 100.
It's gonna be a psychological thriller.
Yeah,
where
I have.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
I have a big feeling that I'm gonna be in there like.
I feel like they've shown a lot in the trailer.
But that's what I'm saying.
Which means that they've shown nothing in the trailer.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That
makes me think that everything that we think is not what it is.
I feel like the thing with Jordan Peele, and that's why he probably wanted weapons because he has so many damn twists. Like
I think it would have been so great if they collaborated on Weapons because I think they could have made it even better. Because I loved Weapons, but I think if Jordan Peele was involved, it would have been so much better, dude.
Yeah. So
because in the end, it ended up being like. Okay. That was cool, but I thought it was going to be crazier. You know what I mean? So,
damn, imagine being that dude, though. What's his name? The dude from Barbarian? What's his name? The writer?
Director. Yeah, the writer.
The writer is like, he's like, Jordan Peele wanted me, but, he couldn't get him. Like, what?
Now let's see his third movie. That's I'm hyped. Just the same way that Jordan Peele had Get Out, and he had Nope, and he had Us, and it's like now we're like hyped for him.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the Barbarian director. It's like I saw Barbarian, and I was like, that was a fucking great movie. I saw Weapons, and I'm like, that was a fucking great movie. Now I'm like, what's his next project? I cannot wait for his next project, right? Yeah. So
I'm curious,
it's exciting.
I'm curious with him though, because him isn't his movie. He's like, it's like
the
like
same
what
thing.
you
It's
said
like Weapons.
Yeah.
Weapons is written and directed by someone else, but Jordan Peele wanted it to be a part of it, right?
So we wanted. I'm curious.
So I'm curious about him too. But I just watched a behind the scenes trailer where they interviewed the director and writer, and he was like talking about how much Jordan Peele was involved and like how he like really elevated it. And
okay.
Okay.
Then that's good.
So I think it's gonna be sick. Jordan Peele is not just like a writer director anymore. He's the head of the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's what's crazy about Jordan Peele now is like he's like bidding on like other stories, and he's like, I like this story a lot. Let's take this one and let's make it better.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be really sick about him. And the way that it looks visually looks insane. So I'm fucking super hyped for him. I think that might be movie of the year for us, honestly. Man, that's our big movie that we're looking at for.
I do, because, bro, people don't understand, man. Like, I've been saying this since, because a lot of people didn't even watch it. The Fresh Prince series, that was a dramatic series. Y'all, like, a lot of people missed it. A lot of people probably just didn't really get into it. But Marlon Wayans had one scene,
right?
One scene with the will of that I guess movie series, whatever, and he absolutely killed his role as Will's dad, bro. Yeah. It was insane. I've never seen him act like that. Like he's a funny dude, like he's a comedian. So you see him goofing off and being funny, but like when he did that part, I don't even know what episode it was, but it was a part where they went to therapy. Or it was actually two. It was the therapy one. The therapy one did it for me. They went to therapy. It was him, it was Will, his mom and his dad, and Marlon Wayans was Will's dad. And man, he just gave a phenomenal performance, bro. And from there, when I seen him and I seen Jordan Peele, I'm like, dude, I already know, bro. It's gonna be a.
I think
Marlon
wins an award for this one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a.
I think he wins like an Emmy or an Oscar or something.
Yeah,
for this one,
so I'm excited to see it. I know it's gonna be scary, but I'm gonna take the L for the podcast.
You're gonna watch it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everyone wants to watch it, dude. Yeah. All of Kat's friends that I've talked to wants to watch it. Everyone I've talked to is like, him looks like the one. So I think him is gonna be huge. So we'll see what happens, but I think him is the one. But weapons, I'll give it like a 9. I saw I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10 because I think the witch part, I think it could have been a crazy.
Is the witch different from Molly? What's her name? Molly or the white lady? Is that the witch?
No, it's Aunt Gladys.
So Gladys is not the witch. It's another. The witch is something
Aunt Gladys, else. It's like a completely different thing. Like it's like you keep thinking it's one thing, you think it's another thing, you think it's another thing, and at the very end, you see the little kid's perspective, who was the one kid in class who didn't die or who didn't disappear.
Yeah.
And you see that his parents were like, "Oh, Aunt Gladys is coming to visit," blah blah blah. And then when she comes to visit, she hypnotizes his parents and like starts like.
But that's what I'm saying. Is Gladys the witch?
Yeah, she's.
Okay. Because I thought it was another.
No, it's just her.
Gladys is the witch.
Okay,
yeah,
it's crazy, and I gave you guys like a breakdown and a spoiler, but it's still worth it to watch it because it plays out differently than how I actually told you, and there's still like a resolution, and there's still like some crazy shit that happens at the end that I think you guys are missing, and it also has one of the best fucking comedy relief scenes where it's like tension the whole movie, and then one of the most satisfying endings as far as like how they defeat the villain. It was amazing. I laughed. I was so happy. I was like, thank you so much. Like it's like when you're like kill that bitch, like kill that bitch,
yeah.
like, you know?
Yeah.
They kill that bitch. They kill that bitch and they kill her in the most satisfying fashion.
I think New Rockstar said they like rip her face off or something like that.
Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna spoil it even more, but
yeah, man, you already spoiled it.
We already spoiled it, but basically, the kid Alex, because she does this like thing with like she has a branch and she cuts herself and she like does things to control people, and Alex, the little kid who's in class, who like his whole classroom got taken, he at the very end, his parents are trying to kill him. It's fucking crazy, dude. His parents are trying to kill him. That's one of the scariest scenes. They're like breaking through the door, slamming their face through the door, and she's like trying to get him. And he does a spell, and he turns all the kids from his classroom against the witch. And so, like, out of nowhere, she's like, uh-oh. And then all the kids bust out of the fucking basement, and they start chasing her, and she's like, ah! Like, the way, and I'm not even being dramatic, it's literally like that. She's like, ah! It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. And she's running through houses. She's like, ah! And the kids are chasing her. And then finally they catch up with her and they fucking tackle her and they start ripping her apart and they rip her fucking jaw like from her face. They rip her face off her face, and like you see blood and guts, and just it's crazy, dude. So they literally rip her apart, and it's so sick. And then at the end, all the kids just stand there, and because they've been under the trance for so long, none of them are like talking or like themselves, you know. And it kind of ends like that.
Yeah, damn.
Like where like none of them are still themselves, but like some of the kids started talking again. It's like weird. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And Josh Brolin gives a fucking excellent performance. The girl who plays Silver Surfer gives an excellent performance. I love the movie. It was so cool, dude. It was so good. There's funny parts. There's scary parts. It was great. I loved it. I had so much fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of Josh Brolin, he's in my top.
Okay. So
he's in my top.
Before we get to our Fave 5, because I want to get to that because that's really good. But before we get to our Fave 5, let's talk about the Raja thing.
Man, quick. Dude, that's so sad, bro.
So, if you guys don't know who Rampage Jackson is, one thing that you guys can do if you guys want to follow me is my UFC Dri page. I talk about UFC, MMA, all that stuff, right, on Instagram and TikTok, and also YouTube, which has my last video got 3 views. So go check that out. 'Cause I need more views.
Real quick before we continue, you gotta do what I did here, for our YouTube. Real quick, I'm gonna show you. My bad.
I released some shorts for it.
You gotta do this. Put our things.
I'll link it to our thing. Oh, okay.
I forgot how I did that. I'll probably can show you after.
Figure it out right now.
But like, I think you should do that. That way.
Link it so it's like it's above the
they can see our.
UFC
Yeah.
So, on my UFC Dri channel. Well, actually, before we get to the Raj thing, I want to say something else because so far my UFC Dri channel has been very successful. Even though I've only started a week ago, right? I posted TikToks that have blown up. I posted Instagrams that have kind of done some numbers. I did a YouTube video. My first video got 150 views, and I didn't expect it to get... I thought it would get 3 views, which my second video got 3 views. But in my second video, I gave you guys some breaking news, and none of you guys know about it, but I gave you guys breaking news in my second video. And it's fine that 3 of you guys watched it because I don't even know if I should be sharing this news because it's news that I probably shouldn't even be sharing. But I'm going to talk about it real quick. I'm going to tell Avery what happened. Because I didn't tell Avery what happened. I should have called him earlier, but I was waiting for the podcast.
Who got?
So.
Who got?
I was at work, dude.
Oh, no.
I was at work. Okay?
I'm scared.
No, it's not. Don't be scared. I was at work. This is one of the coolest things that has happened to me in a long time. Okay. I did my UFC Dri channel, right? Yeah. Chase Hooper reposted me.
Yes.
Dylan Dennis reposted me.
I didn't know that.
Okay, Dylan Dennis reposted 2 of my videos.
Oh, okay, dang. Okay.
So then
Dylan is the dude that was on Avery Harden.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So on Thursday of last week, I'm working the truck. I'm fucking just chilling, working my truck. I see this dope ass dog, a King Corso, and I'm like, oh, that's a dope ass dog. I want to go say hi to it, but I hear another guy talking to the owner and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to bother the guy, you know. But they were right next to me for like a couple minutes. I go and I peek out and I see, and I'm like, it's like a tall ass black dude with the King Corso, and I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But I'm like, I want to say hi to that dog so bad, dude. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna put my shit to the side. I want to go say hi to that dog. So I go out there. I'm like, I go say hi. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? Can I say hi to your dog? And he's like, yeah. I go to pet the dog. I try to pet the dog. The dog was shy, so he didn't want to let me pet him. But then I look up. Who is it? Fucking Jalin Turner, dude. The tarantula.
Jalin
Turner.
I'm gonna show you. Yeah, I know Jalin Turner.
You know Jalin Turner is, dude.
I always say he looks like Wes.
He looks like Wes. Yes, Jalin Turner, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
So Jalin Turner was at my store, dude.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yes, this fucking guy, Jalin Turner.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, wait, you say he's tall? How tall is he? Like 6'3", 6'4"?
He's 6'2", I think.
6'2"? Okay, yeah.
Tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Buff dude, fucking chilling with this big ass King Corso.
Yeah.
And I look at him. I was like, wait, you're? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, Jalin Turner? And he was like, yeah. And he's like, you know, whatever. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, dude, I'm a huge UFC fan. Like, I'm a huge UFC fan. I'm like, the tarantula, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, dude, what the hell? This is crazy. Cool, I'm like, you train? He's like, I was like, you train? So we ended up talking for like 10 minutes. I was like, you train dogs? And he's like, yeah, man, I've been training dogs for a while. Like, blah, blah. This is my neighbor's dog. I told him I'll train him and stuff. And I was like, what the hell, dude? Like, this is, like, I'm tripping right now. I'm like, you don't understand. I mean, this is crazy for me. Like, what are you doing in my store, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you know, I just wanted to take my dog out and, like, train him a little bit, blah, blah, blah. So we're talking, and I was like, so, like, what's up? Like, have you been, man? Like, I haven't seen you in a while, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then I asked him, I was like, so this is where the breaking news comes in, right? So if you guys remember, Jalin Turner, he retired
Oh, I didn't know that.
Remember, he retired.
I didn't know that.
He's only 31.
I didn't know.
But he retired because
okay.
he went 1-4 in his last 5 fights.
Oh, damn.
He lost 2, he won 1, he lost 2. Remember the big fight that went viral was when he fought Moni Moicano, and he almost finished him in the first round, but he didn't go and commit, and then he ended up the guy got back up, and he ended up losing the fight.
Okay, I think I remember that.
So he lost the last 2 fights, and then he did an interview with Ariel Helwani, which I wish I would have brought up when I met him, but I forgot until after he left. But he did an interview with Ariel Helwani where he talked about how he's like, I don't know if I have the heart for fighting anymore. Like, I don't want to hurt people. Like, I'm a nice guy. I don't want to hurt people. And that interview, I watched it when it was live, and I almost cried, dude. I cried because I was like, damn, I really like Jalin Turner, man. He's a shit. But that was like a year ago, so I completely forgot. So when I met him, I didn't even think to bring it up. But I asked him, I was like, so what's up? Like, how have you been? Like, have you been training? Like, you have a fight coming up? And he's like, shh. He's like, honestly, like, I might have something coming up in November. So in November is UFC Abu Dhabi. So if this guy's still under contract, which no one knows about this, dude. No one knows. The MMA media is not talking about it. No one's talking about this. Jalin Turner's most likely returning to the UFC to fight on UFC Abu Dhabi in November.
Damn.
And no one knows about this except for fucking me and probably his team.
Yeah.
He told me, dude.
Yeah, damn.
So I was like, oh, fuck, dude. And I wanted to share it so bad, but I didn't want to, like, get in trouble. And I'm like, I don't want this guy to be like, oh, what the fuck you told me? You know, because he knows where I work. So it's like, I don't want him to come back. And he's a fucking UFC fighter. So I'm like, I don't want to fuck this shit. But and I also want to be cool with him because he's, like, my age. He's cool. He was super nice to me. He was, like, talking to me. He was, like, super chill. He even, like, I kind of, like, ended the conversation, and he stuck around to keep talking to me. Like, I was like, all right, if you need anything, let me know. You know, and he's like, all right, for sure. And he's like, it's like, you, like, what? Like, he kept talking to me, and I was like, oh, that's dope.
He could have been on the podcast today.
I know. I thought about this, dude. Anyway, so
that's the only time networking makes sense.
I know, but he lives out here. And he's close. So I think if I text him or message, like, DM him, I think he might be down to still hang out with us or something. But anyways, I was like, I talked to him about
with a smooth, like.
Yeah, I talked to him about dog training and stuff, and I was like, dude, I started at where I'm at because I'm a dog trainer and blah, blah, blah. And we talked about dog training for a little while, and we talked about fights, and then he told me about his fight coming up, and I was like, dude, I'm so excited to see you fight again, blah, blah, blah. I'm a huge fan. And then I was like, I'm going to let you do your thing. You know, I don't want to ask for pictures. I don't want to do, whatever. So he did his thing. But it was sick as fuck to see Jalin Turner. I was like, this is dope as fuck. So I got breaking news that Jalin Turner is probably returning in November. If you guys are watching this on the podcast, wait till October and you guys see that news break, and you're going to be like, oh, Dre was right.
Just get a timestamp. Get a timestamp.
Yeah, I said this on my last episode of the fucking UFC Dre. But if you guys want to watch UFC Dre, I got breaking news on UFC Dre, so go fucking watch that channel, dude. Yeah. I'm breaking news over here.
That's cool, man.
So that was sick. I saw Jalin Turner, right?
Yeah,
that was sick.
Good.
I met him. He was cool. I talked to him for a long time. That was sick. So, all right. That was my little UFC rant for that. Now let's get to this Raja thing. Because a part of my UFC Dre thing, I'm watching hella MMA content. I'm watching hella UFC content. I'm watching all this stuff. So, big news that happened this week, which is crazy because I watched it play out live, dude.
Oh, you seen it live?
I get my UFC channel, my UFC Dre channel on Instagram is curated just all UFC stuff.
Okay.
So it's happening like every single time I open that app, it's like another post, right? So basically, Rampage Jackson, if you guys don't know, one of the greatest fighters. I wouldn't say greatest fighters, but one of the most well-known UFC fighters, respected fighters, scary fighters in the UFC. Rampage, he has started a life where now he is like live streaming, and his son is older.
Shout out to Rampage, man, because I see his lives, and like, man, he's very entertaining, dude. He's very entertaining.
Super
I haven't seen his son's, but Rampage's thing is really entertaining.
Super entertaining.
And he be hitting on Tracy Cortez. I'll be mad at him.
Yeah, he's funny, bro. He's hella funny. He talks to girls. He'd be like, he has a girl with him, and he'll be talking Vietnamese to another chick and be like, don't tell my girl right here. And like, it's funny as fuck. He's the shit. So and he likes Asian girls, which is cool because I like Asian girls.
Yeah.
So Rampage has been doing this whole thing where he's live streaming every single moment of his life now, basically, right? And we've talked about it before, where he has like funny interactions with his son. Well, he has 2 black sons and 2 half Japanese sons.
Oh, okay.
And he actually, so this was actually brought up during this whole moment, but there was an interview that he did where and it's Rampage. You guys know who Rampage is? He's funny and really risque, I would say, in the sense of what he says. But he said, growing up, he's like, I knew my 2 Japanese sons would be smart, so I put money aside for them to go to college. And he's, but I knew for my 2 black sons, I put bail money aside for them. Yeah, he said that. Now, he was joking when he said that, but kind of played out in a sense, right? If you guys don't know, Rampage Jackson has a son who is 25 years old named Raja. He's an MMA fighter, or at least wants to be an MMA fighter. He's coming up in the thing. He's also a live streamer. He went to a pro wrestling event where essentially he went to this pro wrestling event. He was live streaming. There was this wrestler named a Suicide or something like that. A Suicide something. I forget.
It was like Stuart Sky or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
I'll put it up because we got to respect the dude. Because man, he got his ass. Man, he got his ass beat, dude. I feel really bad for him. What's his name? Raja?
Yeah, Raja. It should be in the news. It was Psycho something. Psycho Stu or something. Psycho Steve or something.
Who's Sneeko? Who's that?
Sneeko's a racist piece of shit. Don't worry about him. Type in Psycho.
Psycho?
It's SYCO.
SYCO? SYCO.
It's like something like that. Psycho something.
Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu.
All right. So basically, Rampage Jackson's son, he goes to a pro wrestling event that's like an amateur pro wrestling. They're not like WWE, but they're like, you know, kind of hardcore wrestlers, blah, blah, blah. He goes to this event. He's live streaming. This guy, Psycho Stu, thinks that Rampage Jackson's son, Raja, is like part of this like little thing. So the incident starts
because of cameras. I think I seen
because of cameras. Yeah,
I think that because Rampage's sons
is streaming.
They're streaming, so the cameras are there, and dude thinks that he's a part of the stick,
the show,
yeah, the show.
Thing, right?
So he
gets the fake can and smashes it on Raja's head.
Yeah, like WWE. And like
WWE
at
shit.
the time,
it does seem disrespectful.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like it
it didn't hurt him.
Yeah, it didn't seem
because
like
it was
he
a
did
fake
it to
can.
hurt.
It was a can of air.
It didn't seem like it hurt him. But at the same time, my brain, when I first saw, because that was the first thing I saw. I didn't see the fight. I saw that, and I'm like, oh shoot, like, dang, that dude F him, like, come on, Rampage son, get at him, you know? Yeah. And then he gets really like
he gets heated about it. He gets heated about it.
And this is the part where I'm like, yo, that's very weird. The dude apologized because he's like, oh my bad.
I didn't know you. He was like, I thought it was part of the stick. I thought you were in on this. Like, and the guy. So there's a lot of video footage that kind of breaks this up. And if you guys want to watch like a full breakdown of it, as much as I think that MMA Guru kind of went a little too hard on Raj, because he kept calling him a dumb animal that needs to be caged for 30 years, which he might be, but also at the same time, it's like, I get it. You know what I mean? I don't think MMA Junkie understands culture like that, but
to say a dumb animal is kind of wild, but like this dude, if you coming from a black man, he definitely needs to be in jail. Yeah. Like that's not okay. That is not okay. But don't call him an animal, bro. Like you're trying to disrespect. You're trying to disrespect black people at the same time. But like, come on, bro. Like
he said, they were saying he was being anti-black for that, and I get what he was saying, but I think he was just being like anti-Raja, him. Okay. You know what I mean? Like he was very much being like, this guy is a dumb animal who can't like function right in society. He needs to be locked up. But the way he said it came out very offensive. So I think MMA Junkie
your sentiment is understandable, but the way you're saying it is
bad. Yeah,
kind of because I agree with you. What he did was
bad.
Oh, absolutely horrendous, bro.
But I think the way you said it could have been said better. Yeah. But MMA Junkie,
what's his name?
MMA Junkie. Okay. He's like a very big MMA YouTuber. So I think he did a good breakdown of it, and I think he did, and he kept showing the video over and over again to make you be like, damn, okay, I get, like he's.
No,
bad.
I've seen it.
It was bad.
I've seen it twice, and
I've
seen
it like 15 times.
I'm like, man, that's really the first one is like. Anyways, so if you don't know, if you don't know,
so after the guy smashed it,
he apologizes.
He apologizes. They figured out.
They shake hands. Raja shakes his hand, and
they're cool.
That part right there throws me off.
Now. We get to the match, right? Now the show's happening, the wrestling's happening. Raja's talking to the stream, and he's like, oh, you know, the guy told me, the manager or whatever, the owner told me, like, I'm going to get my get back in the ring. He told me I can hit him. He's saying that before he goes in the ring, he's saying that to the camera. He's like, oh, he said I can get my get back. He said I can get my get back.
Dude.
He said I could hit him. Like, obviously, like in wrestling, like you hit him, but not hard enough to like actually hurt him. You kind of like, it's like playful, right? It's like fake, but real. Like you hit him, but not that hard, right? So basically, he thinks that Raj, and I'm kind of like playing devil's advocate here. I'm like kind of taking Raj's side right here. But like in his mind, and I know he's wrong in the sense, but in his mind, he's like, oh, the guy told me I can actually hit him. Like he can take the punches. You know what I mean? So he's thinking like, and I'm sure the guy who told him, like the manager or the owner of whoever's like running the show, was like, you can hit him, bro. Like, you know, I'm like probably like thinking like he's gonna like be light on him.
That's the thing though, with the Raja dude, like something's wrong with his head. Something's wrong with his head, because if you don't see that the guy's not defending himself, you're like I don't even know. Like UFC fighters don't even do that.
I think he felt disrespected and he wanted to get his get back, but I think it was like, dude, you crossed the line. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. UFC fighters don't even do that. Like UFC fighters, like you see it time and time again where they're kind of like waiting for the freaking ref to stop it. Like they're boom, 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 and the person doesn't like move anymore, and they start looking up to the ref. Like, you know what I mean? This guy, when you're looking at the video, bro, he's going. This guy's like the Sky School dude, Psycho Stu guy is literally laying lifeless, he's still going at it.
So let's get into that because we didn't get to that
right there is like, that's the one where I'm like, yeah, this guy needs to go to jail.
Yeah,
like,
so it gets bad. So he's outside of the ring. He's told that he can go into the ring and kind of have an interaction with Psycho Stu because he broke the bottle on his head, or the can on his head. So he goes into the ring. Go ahead.
Also, whoever is the manager of the thing, whoever told him that should be held responsible too.
Yeah,
because bro, there's no way. That's like Dana saying, "Hey, McGregor, go in there and beat up who's a
Khabib or something."
Not even Khabib.
Sean.
Somebody who can't really defend themselves to Conor. Yeah. Who one of the no disrespect, one of the girls. One of the girls. Oh yeah, Conor, you could go beat up one of the girls.
But then he actually beats the fuck out of her, and you're like,
and
oh
that's
shit,
and
dude, like
that's on Dana. Like, yeah, Conor definitely, Raja definitely, he needs to be held accountable. But whoever is in production, honestly, I really feel like
they also should be held accountable.
Because
they told him like it's okay,
and you know this guy is not a wrestler.
That's gonna be his defense. He's gonna say like, well, I was told I can go in there and do this. I didn't know what the limits were. Blah blah blah. You know, so
there's no way, bro.
And I think Rampage is gonna be defense for
really
his son.
Bad, man. And I me personally, like, I understand what Rampage is probably going through right now. He's probably trying to protect his son.
So I'm gonna pull up the video just because I'm gonna put it in our YouTube thing.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna put it on our podcast.
It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. Like, bro, in real life, bro, like, if this is why I don't fight. This is why I don't like do like, because bro, like, you don't know what you're capable of. And you don't know what somebody else is capable of. Like, bro, like, dude, that could have ended his life the way he was hitting him, bro.
Yeah,
like, it's really bad, bro. Like, I am not a fan of what transpired that night, bro. Like,
so.
And shout out to Psycho Stu for.
So we'll go with this one right here, okay? So
he gets in the ring.
So before he's talking to his stream, and he's telling his stream, like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna fight this guy, blah blah blah, you know, and we're all thinking it's gonna be like a work, right? Obviously. So then this is where the video starts, where he goes into the ring. So the guy's fighting, he's like wrestling. Raja goes in there, he catches the guy off guard, boom, slams him. First and foremost.
He's already knocked.
First and foremost,
he's not.
Just from that slam, he knocked him out. He's done.
Yeah.
Now, MMA Guru brought up a good point. He said when the guy smashed the can on his head, if he would have fought him there, it would have been fine. Whatever. Self-defense, he didn't know. We get it. After the apology, whatever, that's okay. They're good. When he goes into the ring and he slams him, if he would have just slammed him and stopped right there, we would have been like, that's Rampage's son. Like, yeah, he's that strong. He fucking slammed him. Just like Rampage, he slammed him, and that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
That's where we would have stopped and been like, okay, that's it. But this is where it gets bad, where he continues. So then after he slams him, he starts just fucking unloading, dude. Punch, 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 punch. Like 20 unanswered punches. Pupil are trying to break him. He's unconscious.
Man, that's bad, man. That's really bad, bro.
People were trying to break him off him, and he's still trying to fight it.
Yeah.
So
that's really bad, dude.
He basically slams him unconscious, and then just starts wailing on this guy, dude. Fucking.
He could have killed that guy, man.
He almost did kill this guy.
Yeah, so, that's attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
That's unfortunately attempted murder.
And that's what MMA Guru kept saying. He's like, this is attempted murder. He should go to jail for 20 to 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's sad, dude. It sucks because it's
I don't know about 20 years.
I don't think so either.
But, I mean, he definitely should do, like, at least 5 to 10.
Yeah.
But I'm not a judge. I just feel like he needs to learn his lesson. The Psycho Stu dude might not ever be the same again. I heard that he lost teeth and
he broke his jaw, broke orbital bone.
So even 5, I think 10 years.
He was unconscious, he was unresponsive for 5 minutes. And what's crazy about this thing is
10 years, man.
It's if it would have happened, it would have just happened and we would have been whatever. But the fact is that his dad is a streamer and he's a streamer. So we saw the whole thing play out. We saw the beginning, we saw the middle, we saw the end, dude. And we saw afterwards when he's crashing out and he's walking down the street and he's like, fuck this guy, they want to play with me, they want to mess with me.
Yeah, that makes it worse.
And then he sees, then his manager calls him and he's like, hey, bro, this guy's unresponsive. You need to go hide out, kind of thing. It's bad, dude. Everything's on stream.
Yeah.
And we see Rampage Jackson finding out that his son got into this altercation. Then we see Rampage.
Oh, they have a video of it?
Yeah, Rampage live streams 24 hours.
Oh, shit. So
he saw before, when they told him, and he's like, was it bad? Was it bad? And then he sees the video and he's like, fuck, dude. He's like, all right, this is bad. He realizes how bad it is, and then once he realizes his son's probably gonna get arrested, there's a video of Rampage crying because he's like, "Fuck, dude! He's gonna go to jail." Rampage is crying. It's sad, dude. It's really sad. It's super fucking sad. It's really fucked up, and so basically, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yesterday he got arrested. I don't know what he's gonna be held on. I don't know if he's gonna be attempted murder. I don't know what happened. Luckily, Psycho Stu is alive. He's responsive. He has broken teeth. He has broken jaw. He has broken orbital bone. But he's alive. And that's all I guess we can really wish for at this point. But he definitely went over the line, crossed the line, and I think he's going to definitely be held accountable for this. And I think it sucks that Rampage... I don't know.
And just to reiterate...
It's really bad.
Just to reiterate, because, bro, obviously Raja messed up, but whoever told him to go in that ring should definitely be held accountable.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, because bro, they're you gotta protect your guys.
Yeah, you gotta put some rules on it, what you can actually do, and the fact that the referee didn't stop it, no one else jumped in to help, to stop it. There's a lot of things that play to this. So I don't know how it's gonna play out in court, but either way, I think he's gonna do some jail time, and it's gonna be really bad for him. I mean, he's a 25-year-old kid who's his dad wasn't, I mean, let's be real. His dad was his dad's Rampage. His dad's not the best dad.
Yeah,
his dad's a fucking killer.
Psycho.
You know? It's and his dad's over here still hitting on girls and doing all this shit at 50. So it's I mean, it's not the best. I don't know. It's not the best situation for him to grow up in. I don't know how he grew up, but it just seems bad, and the situation is bad, and it went from a kind of people who know about streaming and watch Rampage watching it to mainstream media where now everyone's talking about it. And
I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't even know. I mean, I knew Rampage streamed a little bit.
I saw it as soon as it happened.
But I didn't know the kid. I didn't know his kid was a streamer. I didn't know. I had no idea. Honestly, I probably never even heard of the kid before.
It's crazy because ever since I started my UFC 3 channel, well, before that, I was watching Rampage clips of him streaming, but then I started seeing his son. I started seeing clips. I sent you some clips with him and his son fighting back and forth and stuff, being dumb. Remember where he was he's like, I fucked your mama, I'll fuck your mom again, all this stuff, him joking with his son.
I've probably seen him before.
So they're both streamers and they both joke around. They both do stuff to get the streams and stuff, right? So it was really bad, but this was I watched it unfold in live time, and then seeing him get arrested yesterday, I'm like, fuck. And then seeing Rampage cry about it, and it's just it's really bad, dude. It's really, really bad. And everyone's talking about it, and I'm sure you guys are going to see it on the news and stuff, so I don't know, but it just seems really fucked.
Crazy thing is, it's man, really he's going to go to jail for sure. I think he's going to get charged, and he's probably going to spend the next 10 to 15 years in jail. But, honestly, he knows how to fight, so he'll protect himself.
At least, he'll be safe. You know what I mean?
He'll be able to protect himself.
And his dad's Rampage, so I think he'll
get his money. He'll get his money on his books, and But man, yeah, dude. Honestly, I just feel bro, I just don't understand how people can get like that. There's something wrong with that dude's mind. There shouldn't have been a reason for him to go that hard. Like I get, like, if you felt disrespected, knock him out. Boom, bop, bop, bop. Okay, 3, maybe even 4, maybe 4. You know what I mean? Just to assert your dominance, whatever you want to feel like a man or whatever. But this dude, I counted when I watched it like 2 or 3 times. 20, yeah, it was over 20 punches, and they were lethal punches. Like he looked like his dad. He looked like his dad punching like that, dude. And it's like, bro, that's bad.
Rampage's defense is like, we're MMA fighters. We're not pro wrestlers. So like, you mess with us, it's different than like, you know. And I get that. You
can't say that. You can't defend that because of the apology. You can't defend that because of the apology. It's like, bro, like
even if he apologized and he was like still holding on to like, fuck this apology, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Like, I get that. I get that aspect of being like, you disrespected me. You thought I was like some chump and you thought you were gonna play with me, and I'm gonna show you. Even if you apologize to me, I'm gonna show you. But it's like, dude, like 3 punches would have been enough. The slam would have been enough.
Yeah.
20 punches.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Unconscious.
Like, going back to what I said.
It's bad, dude.
Going back to what I said, not to run around in circles, but like, I've seen enough UFC with you to know that these guys are understanding that they're about to kill somebody. So they look to the ref to stop it. Yeah. So the fact that he didn't.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't, like, it's something wrong. Because, bro, like, I've seen, I don't know, who's the most recent one that, I can't even remember.
Like, Derek Lewis is what I think about when, like, when he knocked that guy out and he punched him, like, 3 more times and he's like, that's Herb Dean's fault because he didn't stop me, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like, I think of that, you know? But it's like, that was 3 punches to an unconscious guy, and that was like, oh my God, dude, those punches were unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right?
Somebody recently just got knocked out.
This was, like, unnecessary to the 10th degree.
Somebody recently got knocked out, and like they were trying to stop it. But anyways, yeah, I just seen it so many times with the UFC guys.
Like Khabib Conor, when Khabib like hated Conor and he choked him out, and he like the ref was trying to get him off of him, and Khabib was still trying to fight him. He was trying to kill Conor, and then he jumped out of the ring and started fighting his team. You know, like that was pretty fucking crazy. But this is like, dude, this guy he was trying to kill this guy. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
So,
and also, I don't know one thing also that I wanna nod to, because I didn't know this before Dre said it, is that he was talking about the stream and the chat, asking the chat to do it. So, man, could this have been for chat? This is like freaking trying to be viral fault.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, should I do it?
Gen Z.
What are we talking about, bro?
Streamer culture plus like angry, violent MMA killer type shit. His dad's Rampage. It's just bad, dude. And I know Rampage is a sweet guy, so I don't know, man. It's just bad, man. It's like Rampage like played this character, but he's like a nice guy, but he has to be mean. And his son picked up on only the mean shit and didn't get the point of like, hey, like, yes, I'm a killer, but I'm also just a nice guy, dude. Like, I'm still like it's like his son picked up on only the bad shit, and it's just bad. So, and I think it's one of those things where it's like, you got to prove yourself, like, oh, I'm Rampage Jackson's son. And everyone's like, oh, you're his son. You're like, you're not Rampage, though. And he's like, I got to prove myself kind of thing. I don't know. It's bad, though. It's really bad. And we'll see how it plays out in the system. But I think it's going to be bad for
Shout out Psycho Stu, though, man.
Yeah, get some recovery,
speedy recovery. And, man, honestly, he could probably go for the fortune. Like, press charges, try to sue or something like that.
Dude, it's going to be really bad.
I don't know, man.
It's going to get only worse from here. So we'll see what happens. But that's the story that's
How is he, 25?
Yeah.
So he can't really sue Rampage. So, and his son, I feel like the son probably doesn't have money.
Might be in jail for the next fucking 10 years.
Yeah, he's definitely, it's going to be 10 years at least.
Yeah. At least. So we'll see what happens, but everyone's talking about it, so we figured we'd talk to you guys about it and show you guys the video and stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to watch like a full breakdown, like everyone has a video about it. Like I just saw Brandon Schaub talking about it. I just saw Chael Sonnen talking about it. I saw MMA Guru talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. So yeah, go check it out. You're gonna see it everywhere. But anyways, let's get to some fun stuff, all right? Because that was very negative. That was very bad.
That's bad. Really
we talked about all the stuff that happened this week. We're gonna talk about our fave fives, all right? So in honor of Peacemaker. And actually, before we get into this, I want to give Avery a little gift. Before we get into our Fave 5, my mom got you another gift, bro.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
it's been here this whole time.
Oh, okay. What the heck is that? Oh!
My mom got you the Rolling Stone, Michael Jackson.
Yo!
Rolling Stone.
Hey!
Tribute to Michael Jackson, Rolling Stone magazine.
This is hard! Yo, you got
Michael
the
Jackson's
Michael
whole
Jackson.
Yeah, it's the whole life of Michael Jackson. My mom found this for you, and
my mom
bought this for you.
Where did she get this from?
I think like Goodwill or Saver.
This is
like
so
that.
tough.
She found it and she saw it and she was like, "Oh, I'm buying this for Avery."
This is so tough, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the jackets. Oh,
so on some better news, on some positive news, to bring it back to the positive side, my mom got Avery this magazine. I knew he'd be happy about it. I've had it underneath my laptop this whole entire time, waiting to give it to him. I was waiting for the right time, and I knew it'd be. let's clear up some negativity with some positivity. You know what I mean? That's your thing right there. That's for you.
So
go home. You can read that. You can look at the pictures.
Shout out to your moms, dog.
Yeah, this boxing babe.
This is so sick. Woo! Yeah, let's go. Cause she gave me
another one that was like a book.
Before,
but this one's like the Rolling Stone one. This is sick.
This one's tough, dude.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man! Shout out to your mom, bro. That's tough.
So that's that. Now, let's get into this before these lights die, because I know these lights are gonna die soon. So, all right, we're gonna do a new segment every week. All right. I've seen a lot of people do this, and I know we're basically just copying other podcasts and stuff, but I've seen other people do this where they do like a top 5 or their Mount Rushmore, blah, 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 of like a certain topic, right? So we're going to do the same thing, but ours is going to be different, a little bit different, right? So instead of doing top 5, instead of doing Mount Rushmore, which I feel like takes your own personal judgment out of it, we're going to put all of our judgment into it, and we're going to do our Fave 5, all right? So this is our Fave 5. So it's not necessarily best of the best, right? So we're not going to do like, let's say we're doing like MMA fighters. We're not going to do the top 5 MMA fighters where I'd be like, oh, I'm picking obviously like Khabib, John Jones, blah, blah. Not the best of the best. Not if we're doing basketball players, it would be like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. You know, like we're not doing best of the best. We're doing our favorite, right? So it might not be considered the best, but it's our personal favorites, all right?
Okay.
So in honor of Peacemaker this week's topic for our top Fave 5 is going to be top 5 anti-heroes, okay? Now, you know Peacemaker is a hero, but this motherfucker is willing to kill anyone at any cost for peace, whether that's man, women, or children. He's willing to kill children for his own, I don't know, hero-ness, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we have our top 5 favorite heroes, anti-heroes, okay? Now, my list, I got it right here. I got some honorable mentions, but I'm going to give you guys my top 5, all right? So, coming at number 5 for me is going to be Jax Teller.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. Jax Teller is from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
And this is obviously fictional stuff, right? It's not like real people. This is all fictional top 5. It's going to be Marvel characters, DC characters, TV show characters, movie characters, all right? But this is my top 5 anti-heroes, top 5 favorite anti-heroes, okay?
I got my 4th one.
Okay. So, I got my 5th. Okay,
I got my 4th one.
So number 5 is Jax Teller from Sons of Anarchy. Okay. Now, if you guys have ever watched Sons of Anarchy, it's a great show. Jax Teller, he's like the leader of like this like biker gang.
Yeah.
But he wants to do good, but he'll kill a motherfucker to do good for his biker gang, all right? So Jax Teller, number 5, that's my guy, all right? Number 4 is Venom. Venom is like a hero, but a villain at the same time.
Okay.
He's bad, but good. He's kind of doing things for good, but he'll kill someone to do something good, right? So I love Venom. I love Spider-Man. I love Venom. He's dope. He's fucking one of my top 5. That's my top 5 favorite. Number 3 for me, Spawn.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Spawn. Yeah. I love Spawn, right?
Damn, I haven't seen Spawn
is
in a
like
minute.
He works for the devil. Technically, he's like a villain, right? Because he's working for the devil, but he's a hero. But he will kill someone to like protect his own family or do whatever, blah blah blah. Right? That's my number 3. All right. I'm gonna make this short because we got a short time. Next week will be more elaborate. It'll be more fun. All right. Number 2, Billy Butcher from The Boys.
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
Butcher,
yeah,
Butcher. Yeah. He's a hero in a sense because he's trying to stop the villains and all this stuff. But he's also like a villain. Yeah. He will kill someone. He doesn't give a fuck. He will do anything to get his mission completed, and that's that. And then of course my number 1, super predictable.
Oh, you got Hulk.
Mr. Hulk over here, guys. Yeah. The Hulk is the number 1 anti-hero
because
he is a hero. he's a hero, but he is willing to kill people to get his piece, to do his thing. Prime example, Planet Hulk. They sent him to another planet. They killed his family and his wife and his son. And because of that, he went back to Earth and killed all of the Avengers and all of the X-Men and killed everyone. But it was for his own piece, to save his family. So that's my thing. I'm going to give you some honorable mentions real quick because that's my top 5. I got Jax Teller's number 5, Venom is number 4, Spawn is number 3, Billy Butcher's number 2, and Hulk is number 1. Honorable mentions, Black Dynamite. Because Black Dynamite, he's a hero, but he will kill people to complete his mission. Also, Austin Powers. Austin Powers is another.
Austin Powers?
Austin Powers kills people.
Okay.
Even though he's a hero in a sense, he's doing the right thing, but he kills people. And then someone that I think a lot of people voted as their number 1 anti-hero, but I'm gonna keep it a buck right here. Walter White from Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, facts.
Walter White, but here's my thing. I think
he can't get away with it.
I think Walter White is just a villain.
No, he's an anti.
He's not an anti-hero.
Yeah.
I think he started off as an anti-hero, but he slowly progressed into just a straight villain. And so that's why I couldn't put him on my list, because I wanted to put him on my list and be like, he should be an anti-hero, but I think he just ends up being just a straight villain, and so he's bad.
Okay.
And last but not least, on my honorable mentions, Tony Soprano. Tony Soprano, he's like an anti-hero. He's like doing right by his gang, but he's also willing to kill anybody and do anything to get the right for that.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
That's good.
That's my honorable mentions.
All right, so now
that's my Fave 5.
Because
right
you gave me you just said a few. You've put some.
Give them ideas. I knew I had to kind of explain it to you first, so you can get an idea of what you want to do.
So before I get into my first one, I'm gonna start backwards.
Yeah, start backwards.
So because you just said Walter White, I'm gonna say Better Call Saul.
Oh, okay.
So Saul Goodman, because
Saul Goodman is number 5.
But he's not necessarily an anti. I don't think he's an anti-hero.
I think he's like an anti-hero,
but he's definitely about the money.
Yeah.
So like it's like I'm with him on that. Like he could do anything to get that bread up. You know what I mean? So I like Better Call Saul, and I think he's like I was rooting for him to win.
Yeah.
Like
he's bad, but you're rooting for him to win, right?
Yes,
that's kind of like what an anti-hero is, right?
Yeah.
It's like Peacemaker. It's like he's bad, but you're rooting for him the whole time, right?
Exactly.
That's a perfect example.
It's also the same thing for Denzel Washington in American Gangster. I think what's his name? Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas. It's because bro, like you're like, man.
That's number 4, Frank Lucas.
Yeah. So they come from a bad situation. Like it's like bro, like he freaked the system.
Yeah.
To get to I'll put Frank Lucas and what's his name? Franklin Saint from Franklin
Saint.
Snow. Oh my God. Snowfall.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen Snowfall
before. because bro, I want them because I know for a fact that they were like technically bad giving drugs to people, but like it's like bro, the government was you know what I mean, doing whatever they did. It's like they just freaked the system to make it on their own. So like those type of situations, I'm like, man, okay, I'm
gonna say this because I don't know if you have him on your list. I don't think you do, but Omar from The Wire is a lot of people's that was like a lot of people's number 1. When I was looking up like who I want to add on my list, Omar from The Wire.
Yeah, I can see that.
Rest in peace to what's his name?
I forget his name. I know what you're talking about though. But yeah, so Franklin Saint and Frank Lucas are like top 4.
Top for
and
4.
Now what changed right now is my third.
Number 3.
My number 3. It is what it is. My number 3 anti-hero, and he could be number 1. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is Joe Jackson from Michael Jackson's dad. Joe Jackson is one of the best anti-heroes of all time, bro. He was mean. He beat his kids, but bro, he created Michael Jackson, and he made Michael Jackson,
which is a great tie to this.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I swear, Joe Jackson, he did his thing, bro. He created his kids to be some of the best musicians of all time, and like they were the Jackson 5, they were the guys, you know what I mean? And then
but he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's a dick. Yeah, he's bad.
But
he's
also good.
But yeah, he's good because he trained his kids to be the best, and Michael Jackson was the best. So that's what I'm saying. Like he could be number 1.
But I like this. So Joe Jackson, I would have never thought that's a good. That's a good. That's why. Real quick, I just want to take this is why I was so excited about this segment, and I was hyped to like let's start doing this segment every week because I knew we would come up with creative lists. And I'm already loving your list so far. That's dope. So, okay, Joe Jackson, I would have never thought about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
I'm so glad you gave me this because I wasn't thinking about it until you gave me this. Yeah. But the next two are very obvious, but it's like I'll just explain. So the number 2 is Thanos, and I am on Thanos' side with half the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's kind of bad. But it's like, bro, he was trying to help the world heal, bro. Yeah. It's too many people.
I thought about that when I was making my list.
It's too many people in this world, and if you did half, I watched a TikTok real quick. I watched a TikTok that said Thanos snapping was 5 years of peace or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it was like that's the only time in the MCU that it was peace. So it's like, was Thanos right at a sense? Because after they redid it, it was chaos. Everything that's happened in the MCU right now is like going crap.
That made me think about Ronin. When Hawkeye becomes Ronin.
Oh yeah.
He is also a good anti-hero.
Yeah, that's good.
Honorable mention.
And then number 1 of all time. I'm pretty sure you probably know what it is.
I have a couple ideas, but my guesses are gonna be like Deadpool or Punisher, but I don't think those.
Oh no. Killmonger.
Killmonger.
How
did I not think of Killmonger?
Killmonger is the number 1 greatest anti-hero of all time because he wanted to liberate his people that were suffering and wanted to use all the Wakandan resources to do.
One,
and it's like, bro, like I was so like, bro, like that was the only time in the movie theater that I truly, genuinely was like, if he wins, I am not mad. I am not mad at all.
Damn.
And when he did die, it was like, dang, bro, I get it. And then bro, I still to this day,
that's a great list.
It's one of the greatest quotes in Marvel history, in my opinion, where he was like, when I die, bury me with my ancestors because. Bury me with the ancestors that jumped off the ships because they knew death was better than bondage. And I think that was one of the coldest lines ever. And this is bringing it back to Gerard. It's like, bro, Michael B. Jordan is that guy for real, in my eyes. But yeah,
Killmonger alone. Killmonger alone.
Yeah.
That scene.
So yeah, man, Killmonger is probably my top anti.
Good fucking list, dude. For me, giving you this today, like this was like an assignment that I was like, okay, I want to make a new segment for the podcast. I want to do this every week. I thought about it this morning, and I was like, I gotta call Avery. I was at work, dude. I called Avery, and I was like, hey, bro, for today's podcast, I want to do a top 5 list. We're going to start doing this every week. Top 5 anti-villains because of Peacemaker right now. Let's do that, all right? And that was a fucking good list, dude. I would have never thought. Killmonger didn't even come across my mind, dude. Killmonger's a great one.
It's because like I see I tie it to, especially after watching Wakanda Eyes of Wakanda. It's like I tie it into the real world. It's like, man, if we had Killmonger in our real world, bro, to like kind of liberate black people. And I mean, I don't know if he was like just trying to like save all the black people and like gonna like kill everybody else. It's like, nah, bro, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, like, let's liberate our people because we've been in bondage forever. And I'm like, man, that's a cool ass, like,
damn,
that's a cool ass villain right there.
Good list. Okay, so top 5. What was your top 5? We'll go back again.
5. It was Frank Lucas and
that was number 4.
Frank was
that was number 4.
That was number 4?
5. Your number 5 was
What was number 5? Oh, it's Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Saul Goodman.
Number 4
and then Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas. Number 3 was Joe Jackson. Number 2 was Thanos.
Which Thanos should be 5. I put Thanos at 5. So we gonna go up like that.
And Joe Jackson's gonna go 2.
Yeah, Joe Jackson's 2. Yeah.
And Thanos goes back to 5.
Yeah.
So Thanos at 5.
Saul Goodman, Frank
Lucas, and Frank whatever, and then Joe Jackson,
and then Killmonger. Yeah.
And mine were Jax Teller. I wrote it down. Jax Teller, Venom, Spawn, Billy Butcher, and Hulk.
Yeah, that's good.
Right. So that's a good list, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that.
You guys, hey man, if you came this far, comment yours.
Please.
That'd be
cool. If you guys
have
some good anti-heroes, like and look it. This is
wait. Before we
No, keep going.
Oh wait, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this because I wanted to talk about this, bro. Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds and they must have fight.
Yeah,
bruh. Ryan Reynolds, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Don't mess up Doomsday, nigga.
Yeah.
Bruh, if Ryan Reynolds is fighting RDJ, bruh, he needs to go. I don't care if RDJ started. I don't care if he started it. Ryan Reynolds, get the hell out of here. I could do without you in any of these next movies coming up.
Yeah.
You get your ass up and out of here. Bro, do not ruin this for us, bro. Do not ruin this for us, bro. Please.
Yes, please.
Because if he's fighting and RDJ says, like, man, I don't want to do this no more. Something like stupid like that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine. Like, bro, like.
Ryan Reynolds, you're getting too ahead of yourself.
Yeah, bro, chill. This movie's bigger than you.
Yeah, this movie's bigger than you.
This isn't a Deadpool movie, dog. Yeah. Chill out.
Yeah.
So
I get that you're like full of yourself and shit, but like you need to chill the fuck out. We love you, but not that much. All right, bro. Yeah. I get that you have a lot of fans and people really love Deadpool and people really love you, but at the end of the day,
Deadpool's okay in my eyes.
Tony Stark is still the guy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like Deadpool.
So don't get too ahead of yourself, bro.
I know a lot of people like Deadpool, and don't get me wrong, he's cool.
But those same people,
he's not bigger than
those same people love RDJ way more than they love Ryan Reynolds, and you can get out of here real quick, RDJ.
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds.
That's a fact.
All right, go back to your soccer team. We don't give a fuck
because
about
that would mess, bro. I'm telling you, I feel like when I saw that, I was like, man. I pray to God that they don't like.
I saw that headline too, and I ignored it because I was like, I don't even want to read it because I don't even want to get into it. I hope it's not real.
Bro,
I hope it's not too serious.
Fighting, bro. Like you guys are billionaires, bro. Like what are we doing? Finish the movie, you idiots.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
But
I feel like Ryan. My bad. I feel like just really rant real quick. I just feel like Ryan Reynolds is like, Ray. You say full of himself. Like, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like I feel like he's like that. Like I feel like he's one of those guys where it's like everything has to be on me.
And he knows. I feel like he's the smartest guy in the room every single time. Blah, 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 blah.
Don't ruin this for us, bro.
Chill the fuck out, dude. Chill.
We literally got a year till our thing, bro. So
don't ruin this movie.
You gonna mess up production? Please. I heard they had to. I pray they didn't have to do this, but I heard they had to like rewrite something with them. But I pray. I don't think the Russo
mess this movie up for us. Dude.
I don't think the Russo brothers would do that. Like I feel like they'll make him work. Like Why would they change
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds need to shut the fuck up and go sit down, dude. Seriously. But anyways, okay.
So I just brought that in because of anti-heroes.
That was a good rant. Okay, so but if you guys watch this far, you guys have your fave. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean where it's different, right? I've seen a lot of people do this segment before, okay? And I know I'm not being original by doing this segment, but here's where the originality comes from, right? A lot of people do their top 5 pound for pound, right? My favorite podcast that I watch, Boys in the Back. Shout out to Boys in the Back. Every week they do. This is where I kind of got the segment from. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm original. Boys in the Back. Every week they do their pound for pound list, right? So they do their top 5 pound for pound, but their pound for pound is like unobjectively pound for pound, right? So if they're like doing their top pound for pound greatest MMA fighters, they're not gonna say like Israel Adesanya. They're gonna say they're the top 5
that
right?
they like.
Not the who they like. Who was the pound for pound, right? Meaning like unobjectively, not with taking my feelings out of it.
Okay.
This is who are the top 5 pound for pound.
Okay.
Right, but they have a little more fun with it, so I like it. Like last week they did a pound for pound kung fu movies, and that was really fun. And I was like, damn, I want to do that. So I was like, let's do it for this week. Let's start doing our own thing. But I don't want to do pound for pound. I don't want to do top 5. I don't want to do Mount Rushmore. I asked ChatGPT today. I'm like, what's another word for top 5? What's another phrase we can do? And they gave me a bunch of them. But I was like, you know what? I want to do our top favorite. Like I don't want to. So we're gonna start doing that every week.
I think that's
based off kind of like the theme of the week.
I feel like that's better. I think that's better anyways. Because if you think about anything, bro, everybody has a favorite.
Yeah,
like
favorite.
If you talk, especially in music and movies, everybody has a favorite. It's never like a. Honestly, I feel like. Unless, not even sports. Like, it's not like a definitive, because Michael Jordan and LeBron and Kobe and Bill Russell, like, these guys have the accolades. And it's like, so anytime you talk to somebody, they have a certain
type.
if
you do, like, top 5 basketball players, like, people are going to say Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron.
Even then,
Bill Russell. Well, right. But if you were to say, who are your top 5 favorite players, then you would be like, well, Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, that's where you start mixing up like, okay, maybe they're not the best to accolades, but these are my top 5 favorite.
Yeah.
So that's where that's where I think our list is a little bit different, right? Or it's like, okay, I get if we were to do top 5 anti-villains of all time, then you're like, okay, well now we have to be like, okay, Walter White. Now we have to be like based off like what everyone else says, but I'm not taking into account what everyone else says. I'm doing our top 5 favorites. So my list is going to be different than your list, and Avery's list is going to be different than my list. So, right? So that's why I love this list. That's why I love this idea, because Avery, I would have never thought of Killmonger, but that was a sick ass list that you came up with. Like, right? That was sick. Like, right, Walter White. Like, I'm like, oh, Walter White. So I watched the top 5 anti-villains list before we started the podcast, and Walter White was everyone's number 1.
Oh,
and
really?
so I was I get Walter White as number 1, but to me, I think he's just a villain. Because if you really watch the show, he evolves into a straight villain.
Yeah,
and he's not, at the end, he's not an anti-hero anymore. He's just a straight villain at the end, right? So that's where I was like, that's where I take him out of it. So I think where it comes to like top 5 favorite, like Hulk for me is number 1 because it's like Hulk's my favorite character of all time. And he's like an anti-hero, right? Like, he will kill anybody. He will fight anyone. He smashes anybody. He kills the whole fucking Marvel universe because they killed his wife. So it's like, that's where he's an anti-hero, right? Venom was on everyone's list. The guy from Peaky Blinders was on a lot of people's list. Tony Soprano was on a lot of people's list. I think Tony Soprano's still up there for me, maybe like number 6. But so every week we're going to do this, right? Where we come up with our top 5 faves, right? And each week is going to be a different thing, a different theme, right? And things might get a little abstract. Things might get weird. This week was obviously super easy because it's like Peacemaker's out right now. He's an anti-hero. Top 5 anti-heroes, right? Next week, we're going to do our top 5 fave of something else. I'm going to talk to Avery about after the podcast, and we'll come up with something for our top 5 for next week. So tune in for that if you guys like this segment. We're going to do this every week from now on. So, boom. Get ready for that, all right? Now, we did our past. What happened this week? We did our top 5. Well, it's our top 5 now. Now, to end the episode, to end the podcast, what's happening this week? What we got to look forward to this week? Obviously, we got another episode of Peacemaker coming up. That's pretty much it.
Have you been watching Drewski's Could Have Been House?
Nah, I don't watch it. But I know Drewski's funny, though.
This guy only loves the reality girl shows.
Yeah. 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé, their tell-all is happening this weekend. Tonight, dude. Oh, hell yeah. I'm so fucking excited. Tonight's the tell-all, the reunion for fucking 90 Day Hunt for Love. I cannot wait. As soon as this fucking ends, I'm about to go watch that shit with my girl. So that's gonna be fucking dope. So that's happening tonight. But you guys don't care about that.
Yeah, for me, it's Peacemaker and then what do you call it? Drewski. That's all I've been watching. But I just been preparing for this music videos, which I just got somebody to film. So we're supposed to be shooting on the 10th, which I'm really excited for, guys. I have 4 music videos that I want to do. It's all connected. So that's what I've been working on, and I'm very excited about having them like connect. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be to be continued type vibes, and it's gonna be freaking fun, man. So I start hopefully shooting on September 10th, and try to come back to LA to shoot the other 3 in a weekend. So we will see.
Shit.
We will see.
So
yeah,
we got
that's a lot.
We got a lot to look forward to, dude. We got a lot to look forward to.
That's a lot.
But we already know we got Peacemaker every week, so we got that. We're gonna talk about a breakdown every single week for you guys. We got whatever happens throughout the week. UFC's this week. Oh, also this last weekend, UFC was in China. I made a UFC Dre episode about it. I stayed up till midnight. Well, actually, I fell asleep and I ended up waking up at 2 a.m. But I stayed up from 2 a.m. all the way till 5 a.m. to watch the fights.
I bet on those fights.
Did you win?
No,
I lost.
Dude. I look because I be like, when I don't watch the fights, I'm very skeptical. I'm very, very skeptical. Like, did y'all really like, I don't know what. The site we use is a little sketch, yeah. So I was like, I didn't see the fight, so like, let me make sure that it lines up. I put in 2 bets that would have hit for like, I think $2,000, $6. No, sorry, one bet was this $6, $2,000. Johnny Walker messed it up.
Yeah, Johnny Walker's a fucking asshole, dude.
Johnny Walker messed it up, dude.
This guy fucking won out of nowhere.
I literally watched one of the guys. I don't know which one it was. I'm not sure which one it was, but I watched one of the guys, and he gave me the parlay, and I put the parlay in, and I just not even think about it. I was just like, whatever, like I'll let it go. And then I woke up the next morning. I was like, damn, I don't win anything. So I went to the UFC thing, and I went to the website. And I was like, okay, that hit. Hold on, what the hell? That hit. And I seen Johnny Walker won, and I was like, dang, none of my bets had Johnny Walker, bro. I was like, he ruined it. He probably ruined a lot of money for people.
He lost everyone's bets, dude. This guy, the guy that Johnny Walker fought, mind you, Johnny Walker has been knocked out like 4 times. And the guy who he fought has won 11 knockouts in a row, I think, in first-round knockouts. So everyone was like, obviously Johnny Walker's going to get knocked out in the first round. But here's the secret.
What did Johnny Walker do?
He shaved his mustache.
No.
No. He shaved his mustache.
But what?
He shaved his mustache and kept his beard, dude. He went full Hamza.
I'm asking.
And he won the fight, dude.
I'm asking, how did he win, though?
He fucking was dominant, dude. He fucking wrestled. He was wrestling
5 rounds?
He was like, no, he ended up finishing the fight. He knocked him out in the third.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, he finished in the third.
Damn.
Dude, it was crazy, dude. It was fucking wild. I was up at 3 a.m. I was up at this point, it was 5 a.m. And I was like losing my mind. I was like, no fucking way Johnny Walker just won, dude. He messed up all my bets. No one bet on Johnny Walker. Fuck this guy. He ended up doing the worm at the end. I was so pissed, dude. I was like, I'm going to sleep. I cannot stand it. I stayed up till 5 a.m. to watch that shit.
$6 would have turned it into $2,000 if Johnny Walker
had so many good bets, dude, and he messed up all my bets.
Yeah.
So
you couldn't have cashed out of anything?
I was too invested. I was like watching the fights. I wasn't even like, I was like half asleep, like falling asleep and like watching the fights and like looking at my phone and like falling asleep and then watching it. And then Johnny Walker got me all hyped and then he ended up winning and I was just pissed off.
Whatever, man.
Anyways, but
it is what it is.
Never bet on the main event, guys. That's my secret to you guys.
Unless it's Hamza.
Yeah. But anyways, we got some good stuff to look forward to the next week. We're going to end this. I'm surprised the lights lasted this long. This is fucking awesome. It's because this is maybe one of the best episodes we've done in a long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got more episodes to come. We're going to keep doing this. On Thursdays and Fridays, I'm going to have UFC Dri. So go check out my channels, UFC Dri on Instagram, UFC Dri on TikTok, UFC Dri for free on YouTube. I'm going to do breakdowns every week. So watch that if you guys are interested. Avery Harden, Avery Hard Hip Hop on
it's
everything.
Avery Harden Hip Hop now.
Harden Hip Hop on everything.
Avery Harden Hip Hop. I try to get to Avery Harden, but there's a lot of people with Avery Harden. But I changed it to Avery Harden Hip Hop because I am no longer a hard rapper.
Yeah. So he's Avery Hard Hip Hop.
Avery
Harden Hip Hop. Sorry, I'm so used to saying that. But Avery Harden Hip Hop everywhere. Go follow him. He got music videos coming out soon. He got the album out. Go check out the album. And we're gonna see you guys next week. All right. We love you guys. Till next time.
Peace.
And chicken grease.